Hey guys, it's Agi here, and welcome to a review of the Paris Foot Champions Regionals European Championship on FIFA Ultimate Team, where top four from each platform console went through to Berlin for the final championship. For me, as you know, the adventure couldn't go very far, unfortunately, which was heartbreaking for me. But let's start to talk about the trip itself. We went there Friday early morning. Was pretty good. Got picked up in the airport by EA, and we drive to the hotel where we had a player briefing and the group draw. And as you could see, we discussed the schedule, the rules, etc., etc. And then there was the group draw where I drew Gorilla, Vitality Rocky, and Official Bullock, which many people considered as the group of death. And I agree about that because before the tournament, the Rocky and Gorilla was considered as two of the favorites to win the entire tournament, and not only the Xbox side but the entire tournament. And I'll say that for me personal, my subjective, my biased opinion is also that Gorilla and Rocky is top 3 in the world, or at least top 5 in the world on FIFA 17 Ultimate Team. And basically what happened after that was there was a lot of photo shooting and video recordings, which was pretty nice of EA actually to finally do something more, to give a better look and give some more information about the players who is competing in their tournament. And it's a great step by EA, not only all the money but also the medias and the way they do it, and they hired some very good casters like Lee Smith and Joe Miller, Spencer Owen, and also Chew Boy and Jimmy Conrad, and it was really nice and was a great event in general. So Saturday we woke up and we had to go up very early. We were up at 5:30 to eat breakfast at the hotel, and then we were going to the venue at 6:30, which was too early in my opinion. Simply, we have to sleep more. No, we can just go early to bed, but it's easier said than done, and at the same time, it's very early for people. If you're up that early, it's impossible, I'll say, not to be a bit tired. And that was really easy to see on the majority of the players that we were tired, because many of the players who played the first round couldn't even warm up in time because it was a tight schedule, and there was makeup, there was a lot of briefing, and you had to create your team on a super account, which was pretty nice actually, to be able to pick between like 6 to 7 Ronaldos and a lot of legends. And there was so many players to pick that it went to be pretty hard. The gameplay was also a bit different. As you probably noticed, many of you, you could actually see your opponent's cursor when defending. So you could see where your opponent was controlling his players, which player was he controlling, which gives a huge difference actually. And also the handicap seemed not to really exist, which is also why I chose a rating on 87, I think. I didn't care about the handicap, and many other people didn't care either. So with that being said, let's talk about the games. I started out against Gorilla, Clash of the Titans as people called it before, and we had a lot of epic games in the past, me and Gorilla for sure. And to be honest, I knew this was a really important game, and I discussed with my coach how to create the perfect game plan against him and get the perfect start. And our tactic worked really well against him. He simply didn't create many chances this game. I believe he had 1 or 2 chances the entire game. And to be able to shut down Gorilla in FIFA 17 in Ultimate Team, it's not many people who can do that. So that was a big relief for me to win this game 1-0. I scored in 58 minutes, I think, with Ware. I didn't create a lot of chances either, just to be fair. And none of us played really well. It was really obvious to see that it was a very important and nervy game in our first game, and we both struggled to find the perfect gameplay, I think, in that game. But eventually I got the first goal, which secured me 3 points, and it was a very important win. Next game was against Rocky, another really hard opponent. And to be honest, I maybe think that Rocky was a harder opponent than Gorilla, actually, because they had so different game styles, and Rocky's game style is really, really, really freaking annoying to play against, because he keeps the ball a lot, and it's really hard to get the ball back from him. So if you get down 1-0, it's really hard to get back in the game, and that was eventually what I did. I actually started out really good against him, broke down his build-up play actually very early in his build-up, so I got some good chances, but I didn't score on them. After that, after the first 20 FIFA minutes, he started to dominate, and he played very well, and he made an incredible good goal, as I remember, with some small passing, he is probably the best in the world at doing that. And he finds Neymar, I think, or Pele, and it was 1-0 for him. And immediately I changed formation to the diamond, and I score exactly after I changed. And it was a bit lucky goal, but we'll take everything at that point. And after that, I have some very good chances to score to 2-1. I actually don't know how it didn't go in, but to be fair to Rocky, he also had some very big chances. So a draw was a fair result, but I'm a bit sad that I didn't manage to score that goal to 2-1, because then I would be in a very suitable position. But I was happy with 1 point, and I knew that I had on the paper the easy game left against Bullock, who needed to win against me, and I only needed a draw. And at the same time, Gorilla and Rocky, one of them had to beat each other to go through, and I thought, yeah, I have the upper hand now. But when you think that everything is going to go great, it can suddenly go so wrong, and that was exactly what happened for me. I played really, really well defensively, first of all, to be honest, throughout the entire event. Didn't create a lot, but I created enough in all games, and I didn't give a lot away. And against Bullock, it was clear that this guy had a really good plan, because he probably knew that if he played with 4 defenders or a bit more offensive, he would probably be taken out against all 3 other players in the group. So he prepared a perfect strategy with 5-3-2, park the boss, and then he was really effective. I believe he had 1 shot throughout the entire game in my game, and he was in my box 1 time in the game, and that was a cross from Walker, which Suarez won. And, well, to be fair, I couldn't create enough big chances, couldn't get into the perfect scoring angle, because he had so many players in the defense. And yeah, it was a really tough loss, probably the toughest loss in my career, because I felt I deserved so much better this event, actually, guys. And I played really well, but it just seems like the margins doesn't go my way at the moment, and it's heartbreaking for me. But I just know that I have to continue playing, and I have to never give up and keep working hard, and suddenly it will all go my way, hopefully. So yeah, I can only say hats off. Bullock and Rocky eventually went through the group, and I missed a very big chance just before Bullock scored. A 100% goal, I'll say, but his keeper made a very good save. And just to clarify, I felt like I did everything by the book in almost all situations, but it just wasn't enough this time, guys, and it made me sad, obviously. But then I also think of that this is just the beginning of something very big from EA's side, and just in general with FIFA in esports. So I'm very happy. Obviously not happy with my performance and loss, but I'm very happy that things are going the right way, and it gives me more motivation to continue working hard. So yeah, I was out early and it was hard, but hey, tomorrow was a new day, and now I'm here and I'm ready to focus. My focus is now on the FIWC qualifier, where I hope that I can be able to go there for the 6th year in a row. And yeah, that's just the target, to do that. last but not least, I will say huge thanks for all the support I got from you guys throughout the entire tournament. Really appreciate it. It gives me that extra motivation. So that was of course a disappointment, but I'll be back, guys. I refuse to give up now. And yeah, if you enjoy these kind of videos where I give my review of some tournaments or preview and conclude and reflect, let me know in the comments, and please leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you already didn't. And then there's nothing else to say than thanks for watching, guys. The name is Rosemeyer. Time to grind some FIFA. See you another time.